promotions before. Stef Murray stepping up in weight for this opportunity, taking it on fairly short notice. Usually fights at featherweight, but said this is an opportunity too good to miss.
Yeah, and he's come up in weight to take on a more experienced opponent as well. Pierre is, he's had a lot of amateur fights, been around a good while, and top level amateur, one of the best in the country at that. So, this is a big opportunity for Murray. A tough ask, but sometimes you've got to go out on a limb. That's where the fruit is.
Nicely put, Mr. Furness.
Catches the kick well. Nice low kick counter from Murray.
And Aaron Pierre, this is his UKFC debut, but Stef Murray.
Oh, nice!
Fought twice in the cage here at UKFC, but that was a great takedown from Aaron Pierre.
Yeah, very powerful blastable there. Murray straight away trying to post and work his way back up. You can see Pierre trying to collect that arm, stop him posting. But good work from Murray there, good balance to work back up to his feet.
And Aaron Pierre, when talking about the title, said this is probably his last fight at amateur. Like you said, a good pedigree, 8-1 so far, looking to make it 9-1. And he said, what would be great is if I can claim a title before I turn pro. That'll really put a mark on that chapter of his career before he moves into the pro ranks.
Nice knee up the middle there from Pierre.
Yeah, Murray is a more natural featherweight, will be feeling the extra weight and the extra strength in these kind of exchanges. It'll be interesting to see how that bears on him later in the round as well.
I've got to say though, one attribute Stef Murray has used to his advantage in all of his 3 fights so far is his ridiculous cardio. He's been able to make people break just under the pace and the pressure, and he's looking like he's going to have to withstand a lot of it from Aaron Pierre, but we know he's always fight ready. He's just got to survive these strong early exchanges from Pierre.
Well, the adage is there's no substitute for experience, and is that going to play a part in this fight?
Yeah, I'm impressed with Murray's takedown defence on the fence at the moment. He scrambled up well and he's used a good whizzer here. Again, posting straight back up, not allowing Pierre to establish a position. Much harder to get back up once your opponent's established a position. You can instantly try and scramble, and he's done a good job of that so far.
Looks like Pierre has wrapped the legs, but once again he posts and stands up Stef Murray.
Just will not stay down.
Yeah, you can see Pierre is looking to try and trap the legs, maybe triangle the legs off and control them, but Murray's not giving him the time to work. He's straight away posting up and retrieving his legs. It's even harder work when you're stuck underneath a bigger guy, when you're trapped underneath, so he's got to try and stay moving, and done a good job so far. Yeah, so most of the pressure there from Pierre in the first round. He hit a nice takedown. Murray defending well, scrambling well, but it has been mostly defensive from him in round 1.
Martin Cahill in the corner there of Stef Murray.
What are you telling Stef in the corner? He didn't do much wrong.
Yeah, exactly. From the situations that they were in at that point, he did everything pretty much technically correct. So, it's hard to say, but he's got to try and force a bit more space when he's on the fence and find an exit, because as long as a bigger guy's grinding you, smashing you into the fence and controlling you, effectively the judges are going to be scoring that against him. So while he's on his feet, stuffing the head, pushing the head away, maybe trying to open up a little bit of space to get back out.
Second of 5 potential 3-minute rounds. Aaron Pierre, the black shorts, fighting out of the blue corner. Stef Murray, the blue shorts, fighting out of the red corner.
And a very composed corner with Stef Murray. That they know their fighter well, and the fact it's 5 rounds, I think that plays into his cardio. I know he's not had a full camp for this, but he says he stays fight ready, constantly trains, and doesn't feel that that's going to be an issue. And one of the big attributes that they know that he's got is he can go into deep waters. So maybe weather the storm in the early rounds and then look to try and do what he does. Oh.
Yeah, look for a jumping switch kick, but really foiled his way in to hit that takedown. Again, if he can collect that posting arm, that's going to be a big win for him there. So Murray's left arm that he's posting on, if he can come around the back and control it, that's a better position. Murray went for an underhook with it, and now Pierre needs to control his legs. And this is the best position he's had so far.
Murray, though, doing well, not allowing his back to hit the canvas, gets himself up against the cage.
Yeah, he's not allowing Pierre to have a position, but he's got that right arm trapped. That's what he wanted. Working out to the back. And the purple belt in jiu-jitsu is Pierre, so he's strong on the ground.
Trying to get under the chin.
Making Stef Murray bear his weight as well.
Yeah, any of these situations where he can keep his weight bearing down on him is going to be good for Pierre. Good controlled ride from the top. Might be able to...
he slipped.
Off.
Yeah.
Slipped, went to try and control the upper body, but just slipped over. Murray almost looked like he was trying to grab the neck then, but then just went back to a wise choice just to get standing back up again.
Stuff. We're doing the right thing. Maybe look for like a 10-finger guillotine in there, Murray.
Right in front of his coach. Superb jiu-jitsu black belt, Martin Cahill.
Yeah, getting his weight on the back of his head, not allowing Pierre to pull out. So if he does have a good grip, Pierre won't be able to pull his head out.
He's adjusting something under there.
Yeah, you only need to be quite shallow with a 10-finger guillotine, but Pierre's out. Good job.
But Murray now giving Aaron Pierre something to think about on the floor as well. I mean, and from a position where he's being pushed up against the cage.
Yeah, exactly, and he's still fishing underneath for that chin strap, which you can use to try and get up or try and force that submission again. He obviously feels like it's there's an opening for it.
Again back to his feet.
Yeah, bearing his weight down on Aaron Pierre there.
Interesting chess match this between these two.
Yeah, cage is not the right word, but yeah, you can see them sort of feeling their way into this fight.
Well, you can certainly see that Aaron Pierre seems to have the power advantage, and when he commits to the takedowns, was able to take him down to the onto his backside, but not really able to switch him onto his back. And that's good work from Stef Murray to stay out of those really dangerous positions, also to avoid a lot of damage. But both of them working hard in these short exchanges. The little battles going on within this the fight, the grips, the head position.
Yeah, when it's so close like this, the few extra pounds that Pierre might have on his opponent, and maybe an extra few weeks in actual fight prep can make all the difference. When it's close, evenly matched, it can come down to like the smallest margins of error, and a bit of extra weight, bit of extra strength. That could be what Pierre needs.
Stef, though, a little bit lighter on his toes at the opening of this round. Knows he has to avoid that entry. But once again,
when he got his left underhook there, he needed to circle off and away with it rather than allow Pierre to drive him straight back. He did the right thing. Dig for his underhook, but he's pressed on the fence again.
Yeah, nice double there.
He just fancied that guillotine again, though. The 10-finger is worked for the same position. We mentioned it earlier, but these big gloves don't help that. The amount of padding that's around the front of the knuckle don't help a 10-finger guillotine.
He's still going for it, though, on his side this time. Again, manages to sit back up.
Gets a knee underneath him as well.
So look at that, just great control from Aaron Pierre. Controls that back ankle.
And now he's got what he wanted with the legs triangled, like the leg mount or the leg ride, whatever you want to call it. And this is going to really minimise Murray's ability to post his feet and stand back up again.
Yeah, great positional work there from Aaron Pierre.
And from here he can be fairly comfortable. He knows that Murray's not going to be able to get vertical again, or not very easily, so he can dig that underhook and then chip away with his left hand. Murray trying to free that bottom knee, which is what he needs to do. Push away on that knee and work his knee out sideways. There he goes. And
Pierre looking to pass.
But now he's got an opportunity to post up again.
Pierre on his
Pierre steps over there. That's nice work, and gets a hook in as he does.
Yeah, and he's got the arm
stretched him out.
Right arm's trapped with his own right arm.
He's freed that up now.
Oh, big right hands coming in from Pierre. He's got power. Seen him knock people out before. He's got heavy hands. And now he's beginning to come into this bout and really make it his own. He hasn't been able to establish the good positions round 1 and 2 as much as he's grinded for them. But now this is the payoff that he wanted.
And this could be the old adage that size actually does matter, because that's what's been the difference. Once he's got in those grappling positions, even though it's taken him 3 rounds to be able to benefit and get this sort of position.
Nice. I don't want him to rush, but I'd like to see him look to try and land something or look for a sub here.
Yeah, he's got him flattened out.
Trying to feed that left arm under.
Is he under the chin?
Murray still hasn't stopped moving, and he's turning into Pierre's body, so he's not going to get choked here, but Pierre needs to land a few more shots before the round's out, really put a stamp on this one.
I think he's just happy that he's going to take the round in the mount. Certainly the most dominant round for Pierre, that round.
Certainly able to get that position, the mount, the back.
Now by the smallest of margins in tight rounds is only edge 1 and 2, but round 3 was certainly dominant. And just the championship rounds left to go.
You'll see there, Stef Murray really is tired after that round. Understandably so. A lot of pressure in the final 30 seconds coming from Aaron Pierre. Martin Cahill now, a little bit more urgency in that corner. You've got to avoid that, getting pushed back up against the fence, that double leg, or even just being controlled in the clinch, because that's where Aaron Pierre will work for that takedown again. Maybe he'll switch and go for a little takedown of his own, let's see.
Means Murray's got to be a little wiser with his strike selections.
I think Aaron Pierre is going to just wait and move forward, but that's
caught the leg.
Yeah, kick to the body's a bad decision when the guy's trying to close the distance and drive. It only takes Pierre to move his momentum forward when you're on one leg and you're on the mat, and that's what happens to Murray. And again, looking for that guillotine. The left arm looks deeper this time. It's not. Well, he's popped it out.
You saw as Murray hit the mat, a little shake of the head, so mentally he knows that that's not where he needs to be in the first 10 seconds of this very important championship round.
Yeah, I think he was disappointed with the loose body kick.
Closing up the guard. Trying to stop Aaron from getting any posture.
Yeah, tying him up well, not allowing Pierre to land much in the way of strikes, but, you know, Pierre's cruising at this point. The impetus is not really on him to make something happen.
Steps over.
Looking for a head and arm, possibly. Head deep in that left armpit of Murray. If he can work his right leg free. There's the chance.
There you go, now into mount. This is great transitions from Aaron Pierre.
Now
Murray aware of it.
Yeah, he's taken the back with it. Murray did the right thing and started to roll the opposite way, but good strong back control for Pierre. To Murray's credit, he never stops moving. He gets his back taken, he rolls back into the mount, doesn't let Pierre establish them controls. I mean, it's not going from good position to great position. It's bad to bad, but
frying pan into the fire.
One of the crowd wanting to get involved a little bit there. I think one shandy too much.
So good position will resume. Mount for Aaron Pierre. I'd like to see if he can post up and make some posture and land some strikes here. He's tried the submission before. Would like to see him try and dial up the pressure. There he goes. He's a good right hand, got through. Hammer fist.
Oh, needs a big hammer fist. Paul Crossley saying defend yourself, and once again Stef Murray moves. A smothering game from Aaron Pierre.
Yeah, grapevine in the legs now. Again, just eliminating some of Murray's options to try and escape. And he's just, I mean, chest to chest, nice tight controls, got the back now.
Just rides his opponent so well, even though Stef Murray's moved on now, he's got the head under.
Oh, he's got the left arm under, and a tight squeeze, short choke. I don't think Murray's going to be able to get out of that one.
Oh, there it is.
Wow. Aaron Pierre wanted to make a statement in his last fight at amateur, and he does it by finishing Stef Murray, giving him his first loss while he claims the title here at UKFC.
Yeah, just up the pressure, up the intensity as he went through the rounds. Picks up a finish in the championship rounds to win a belt and to crown off what is a very, very good amateur career. And I wonder if we'll be back here in his next bout as a pro.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both men in the cage this evening. And so, 2 minutes and 53 seconds into round number 4, we have